Yo, what's up? Today I'm talking about the 5 things to never say to your girlfriend. All right. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Kane. I'm the Silver Bachelor. This channel is 100% dedicated to dating advice for older guys. If you haven't subscribed, smash that subscribe button and hit the notification button because I'm dropping a video every day. All right. 5 things to never say to your girlfriend. All right. The reason why I decided to do this video is because I saw a study that was on YouTube, and this is what motivated me to do this. And the study was all around whether or not women want a man, an emotional connection with a man. Well, it's a double-edged sword, okay? An emotional connection where the woman feels safe with you emotionally is one thing. But no woman, and I'm saying this, no woman wants an emotional man. And I'm going to go into details and I'm going to share the study with you. And you're going to have to watch a little bit longer to get the 5 tips because it's important that I establish the baseline here. Okay? So, there was a study where they had this young woman, attractive, go into a retail store pretending, right? The people in the store don't know this. So she goes into the retail store pretending to buy, she wants to buy a gift for her boyfriend, a birthday gift. And she's looking for a certain pair of shoes in a certain size or whatever. So she starts crying. Again, this is all pretend. She's crying, and all kinds of women and people in the store come to her attention. Oh, are you okay? And she's like, I can't find this thing for my boyfriend. Right? So she gets swarmed with all these women um, taking care of her, consoling her, all of that. They do the same thing with the dude. Young guy, good looking guy, goes into the store, exactly the same parameters. He starts, I can't find this for my girlfriend, starts crying. No one came to his aid. No one consoled him. In fact, the people in the store, pretty much mostly all women, looked at him with disgust. Isn't that sad? It is very, very sad that a man can't be emotional when the time calls for emotions. So women say they want emotional connection, but they don't want an emotional guy. It's kind of like a pride of female lions see a male lion limping along. That male lion could be all scarred up, older, his mane's all fucked up, but he is walking, walking past the female pride, and they're looking at him in a way different way than the male lion that's like limping along. Weak, that can't defend himself, can't fight other males, can't defend the women, can't lead the pack. I'm sorry, but that's just the reality, even in human nature. When a woman sees a man that appears weak, limping along, they lose their desire. They have this disgust. I will share a personal story. One time, I was dating this woman for a few months, and something triggered me. We were watching something on TV, or a song came on, or whatever, and I started getting emotional. I started crying. So she's consoling me. Great. An hour later, something else, I don't know what it was. Maybe I was doing shrooms that night. I don't do drugs. There's been times I've tried some shrooms or I've had too much to drink and I start to get a little emotional, and I keep that in check now. So an hour later or so, something else happens and I'm about to cry. She could see my eyes tearing up and she looks at me and she says, "Oh no, you're not going to cry again, are you?" That was like a knife in my heart. I was like, and I liked this girl a lot. I was devastated. I was like, here I am trying to be open up to her, trying to be emotional, and she just seen it as like, she was like repelled against it or disgusted against it. And that relationship eventually came to an end. Wasn't that reason? There was a bunch of other reasons, but that was a telltale thing for me to keep the emotions in check. I was married before. I'm now single 2 years. And even during the marriage, when I was I would get emotional sometimes, and my then ex-wife didn't receive it very well, and I felt very rejected. And at the time, I didn't understand and I understand and know now. And that's why I created this channel, to share these experiences with you. And the things that I'm sharing are not all wonderful. So these are the 5 things to never say to your girlfriend. Maybe once you're married, you can open up about some of these things, and you kind of have to. But without further ado, the 5 things. Thanks for sticking around this long. So the 5 things are: 1, money problems. And remember, she's your girlfriend, right? You keep your money problems to yourself. Or if you want to share it with your guy friends. Do not share your money problems with your girlfriend, because she will look at you as weak, incapable. She'll have conjure up all these things, and she has no fucking idea the amount of grinding that you've had to do. And men in general have to grind way more to make money than women do. All right? So number 1 is money problems. Number 2, job problems. I remember one time I had a performance review and it didn't go very well, but my boss assured me, this is a little fly, my boss assured me that I wasn't going to lose my job or anything like this. But my then ex-wife was all over me, like, oh my God, you're going to lose your job, da 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 da. Okay, that's ex-wife. But a girlfriend, even the more reason, keep that shit to yourself. Do not talk about your job problems. Talk about it with your buddies, because she needs to constantly see you in a certain way, see you as that alpha sigma male, and not this weak beta male that can't even hold a job and has a bunch of job problems. Okay. Number 3, this is a little controversial-ish, maybe. Sexual problems, okay? There's a lot of men that suffer from ED, erectile dysfunction issues. I don't have that problem, but I tend to last too long, and anytime I've said that, they get frustrated, and yet it's totally okay for a woman to take all her sweet time to get her self off or whatever, but yet it's not okay for a guy. There's such a double standard. So just be very, very careful of revealing sexual problems. Sometimes you have no choice, you have to bring it up, but be very, very cautious of that. So that's number 3. Number 4, this is a big one: depression. Now, I get depressed sometimes, very little. I don't suffer from depression in general, but I've had some moments in my life where I've been kicked in the ass, kicked in the nuts, and it's hurt. I moved from Canada to Atlanta a year ago. My first 3 months, I was a little depressed because I didn't have any friends. I moved here with no family, no kids, nothing, no pets. And it was just a segue into my next thing: loneliness. It was very lonely, and I was starting to get depressed. So don't share that. Again, meet some male friends and share it with your male friends. The last one, number 5, is what I said just earlier: loneliness. Loneliness sucks, man. And they say it's lonely at the top, right? So when you're dating, you don't want her to think the only reason why you're with her is because you're lonely and you're desperate. Maybe you are. Maybe you are fucking lonely and you want some female companionship. But don't say it to her. Keep it to yourself. Tell your buddies, your male friends, hey, I'm lonely, dude. Because she's going to think that you need her more than she needs you. And that's the problem. Now the power dynamic completely shifts, and she's like, oh, I got this guy. I can treat him like garbage. I can tell him they're not available next weekend and play all these games. So she needs to think you have all these options. Life is good. You are fucking rocking it. Even though in reality, that's probably not the case. But again, she's your girlfriend. She doesn't mean that much to you. It's different when you're married, right? But at the end of the day, she needs to think, hey, this guy has his shit together. He's a man. He's independent. And it's sad, but it's true. It's like women have this false view of men. And the reality is that us men are their disposable sex, right? Just think about it. It's always women and children first, not men. Men do all the most dangerous jobs in the world. Women don't. And I'm going to throw out some statistics. If you don't believe me, go check it out. Only 5% of women work on oil rigs and are firefighters, okay? 95% of men are firefighters and working on these dangerous oil rigs. Only 12% of women join the army, and only 12% of women, not women, 12% of army personnel and 12% of police officers are women. Women don't want to do the risky, dangerous jobs. They don't. Even though those jobs pay way more than a lot of other jobs, they don't want to do that. So they have this view of men of, well, men do the dangerous jobs. Men don't have these emotions. Men are strong. And the thing is, yes, we are all those things, but we have emotions as well, and we have to let it out. And I'm just saying to you guys in this video, if you have a girlfriend, don't let it out with her because she will start to lose desire. Trust me, okay? You do it at your own risk. Better to save most of the things that I've mentioned and your challenges to your buddies. All right? So, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.